FamOver.
Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thal, FamOver TV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by, whatever you're doing. I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there on this good Tuesday. Hope everybody feeling good. Good energy around, good love around, good vibes around. We got some good content to check out today. Make sure you hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest news and reaction videos. And I just want everybody to know these videos are just reactions. These are just reactions. I watch these videos right along with y'all and I react to them and I just give my opinion. I don't be some of this stuff. I don't know if it's facts or what. I'm just reacting to the videos. I get tired of getting these messages from people and everything like, oh, you didn't know this and everything. No, I didn't know, motherfucker. I don't know. I'm reacting to these videos. I'm learning. Like, obviously, but you know everything, I guess. For real. Reaction videos. Salute to everybody in the building already, though. Freaky for her was good. DJ was good. Sage. Queen Libra. Beautiful Beast from Texas. What's popping with you, GLC? Buddha. Jennifer. What's good, Jennifer? Good seeing you, Jennifer. I ain't seen you in a minute. Salute to Jennifer's network in the building. Sage. For sure, man. We definitely keep them prayers, send them prayers up for Sage, y'all. Send that love that way. Send that love, send that good energy to Sage way. Most definitely. ATX was good. We gotta wait for a few people to fall in, then we'll get started, y'all. Have y'all seen this mess that's been going on with that cruise ship, with that boat? I know they ain't trying to start a whole nother little thing on us, man. I forgot the name of the Haddon, some whatever. I don't know what it's called, but they said it's come from like rodents or something. Some people on the boat got real sick and they said it's been spreading and they didn't let the people off the boat. And I'm like, man, I hope this ain't what they trying to do again. Then they said it ain't even nothing for it. They ain't got no jabs for it and none of that. So I don't know. Big Flint was good, fam. Right. You said, well, I need to sit back and listen. For real. Solo was popping. For real. Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy, kind of weird. I'm like, damn. Didn't the same thing happen though? Like right before we had the shutdown, didn't that hot sauce 19, wasn't that like, did some people like, do I remember? I don't know if I remember. Didn't like some people get sick on a boat, a cruise ship before it like spread and they supposedly, allegedly got all over here and everything? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm thinking of it wrong. I don't know though. But let's get it going, y'all. Hit that like button. Let's get into this content. I know people get to falling in once we start.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, my name's Nick Shirley. I'm 23 years old. I'm a 100% independent YouTube journalist. And over the past year or so, I've been able to go to 15 countries. I've hung out with people in the gangs of Brazil, in the favelas, in the prisons of Secot. But yet the most dangerous places I have been here in the United States, unfortunately. And I've had the opportunity to show people about the protest Antifa here in the United States, and there's nothing organic about what they are doing here in the United States. I've watched people be bussed in from states. I've watched the same lady at a protest in Atlanta be bused to the protest in DC and then in New York City. There's nothing that is honest about what they are doing. And they have signs. I've seen the same signs here in DC and in London as well. It's a big organization and corporation that they're running. And people may wonder, like, what's the threat to us as Americans if we go? Well, you'll be labeled as a fascist, you'll be labeled as a Nazi, and they'll wish death upon you because they wish death upon me. And just last week in Portland, Oregon, I watched a lady get trapped in her car, surrounded by Antifa, and her sister messaged me after seeing the video. She said, the only reason I think my sister was safe is because you were there recording. I also was chased out by a member of Antifa who said he would smoke me, and next thing he knew, a DHS sniper had lasers on his chest. If he was not there, who knows what would have happened that day. These people are very dangerous, and people wonder how they're able to do it. It's the reason is because these cities are not enforcing the law.
Hey, I gotta salute Nick Shirley. I applaud exactly what he's doing, exposing like all this fraud and all the wrongdoings within our government and everything. But he better be safe. I just saw a video right before I started the stream of him saying that they tried to, you know what I'm saying, they tried to get him over in Cuba. I guess he over in Cuba, and they said something about something happened and they was trying to get him or whatever. So I don't know, but he better stay safe because there's a lot of people that don't like what he's doing for sure. Big Ant was good. Charisma was good. Angela the doll, the boss lady, was good. Hope you enjoyed your B-Day yesterday.
And why should these people be worried if the law is not being enforced? And we are not far right, nor are we far wrong. We're just right. And the truth about what's happening here in America with these groups is very dangerous. And I thank you, Mr. President, and your administration as well for acknowledging that.
Thank you very much. It's too bad you have to go through it.
I know, it's a little crazy, right, Mr. President?
Well, you're going to get to the bottom of it, so it's a very important thing you're doing. Thank you very much. And this way, when I get out of office in, let's say, 8 or 9 years from now, I'll be able to use it. I'll be able to use it myself.
He dead serious, too. Gervais, what up?
You now have people dying on a cruise ship, y'all. Everybody is talking about this right now. It's going viral because 3 people that was on this cruise ship passed away and several others got sick. I'm talking about sick as fuck. And this is a cruise ship out in the Atlantic. So people that was on this cruise ship think it's some kind of outbreak going around. But here's what they're not telling you. This is not like COVID or the norovirus that's spreading from person to person. Nah. They're saying this sickness could be called something like the hantavirus or some shit. Another sickness I never heard of before. Y'all heard of it? They said typically this type of virus spreads from a rodent, not from person to person. Now hold on, how do you even get that on a cruise ship? You don't just walk around and somehow get sick. So the real question is, what the hell happened on that cruise ship? Did somebody plant this? Did a rodent get in some food and they serve bad food? What the hell is going on? So I gotta ask y'all, if you had a cruise coming up, are you about to still go to it? Or you about to stay on land? For the people that want to know, this cruise was operated by Ocean-Wide Expeditions. So be on the lookout.
That's crazy because I never heard of this either. Just what they saying is going around. Like, this is my first time hearing about it. I don't know. Maybe some nasty shit might have happened. Maybe a rodent got into some food and somebody ate some, and then it just caused it. It just got it going. I don't know, but it definitely seemed like kind of weird, And that's charisma. You said that's what happened when C-19 first started. I was just asking. I kind of remembered it, but I didn't remember. I like, didn't that kind of happen when it like before the shutdown? Like, didn't that happen before? Like, some people got sick on the boat and everything right before the shutdown because of that hot sauce 19. And it's like the same thing repeating. And then I've been hearing reports. They said that they ain't even got like no jab or nothing for it or nothing. So I hope this just stay isolated onto that boat, and that people get their proper medical help and it don't spread and they take care of this situation. I hope it don't turn into something, man. We don't want this shit to turn into nothing, man, especially not right now in these times. They tripping.
Hantavirus is not normally transmitted from person to person. How is it possible, do you think, that multiple people on the ship have the virus?
Yeah, a hantavirus outbreak on a cruise ship
Long
was
Jay,
not
what's
on my
good?
top 50
Baby
or
cake.
even 100 things that I would worry about for a cruise ship. I and other experts really think there are three possibilities here. The first is that a bunch of folks were exposed when they were traveling off the ship. Maybe they went to a cave or to a house that had rodent droppings that got aerosolized and they all got infected there. The second possibility, which would worry me if I were a cruise ship owner, is that there were mice or other rodents on the cruise ship that were running around and exposed a bunch of folks. The third possibility, and the one that most worries folks like me, public health experts, emergency physicians, is the possibility that there could be person-to-person transmission. And Jake, here's the important part. There has been a report of one strain of hantavirus in Argentina, known as the Andes strain, which is known to cause limited person-to-person transmission. Many of us are worried that it may be that strain that got onto the boat and that may be spreading, but it's far too early to know.
I am currently on board the MV Hondias, and what's happening right now is very real for all of us here. We're not just a story. We're not just...
This right here was kind of weird to me. So, you know, so supposedly this is one of the people that's on the boat. He's on the boat too, and he just gave his message and somehow got it to social media and everything. And I just find it like, it just seemed like, I don't know if this was like it's like it was like kind of planned, or like they could look when he's speaking, he keep looking up like he reading something. Like, I don't know how genuine this is, you know what I'm saying? And then where are all the other people at? He the only one. Like, I've been trying to look for everybody, other people on the boat that made videos. Like, he the only one that made a video. Like, they ain't really giving us no information about what's really going on there.
On board the MV Hondias, and what's happening right now is very real for all of us here. We're not just a story. We're not just headlines. We're people. People with families, with lives, with people waiting for us at home. There's a lot of uncertainty, and that's the hardest part. All we want right now is to feel safe, to have clarity, and to get home. So if you're seeing coverage about this, just remember that there are real people behind it, and that this isn't something happening somewhere far away. It's happening to us.
Hey, I ain't laughing at it because this is a serious situation. I ain't just laughing at that. But Stacy, salute to Stacy in the chat. That's the first thing I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about crisis acting. I'm thinking about central casting when I'm looking at this. I'm like, man, like it just ain't coming off as like authentic to me. I don't know though. That's just my opinion. I don't know.
Right now.
And this look crazy. This look like AI, but I guess this is a real video. They said it's a fire going on in Arizona. Like, and it's not containable right now. So that's kind of crazy. That looked crazy to me though. Like, that looked very crazy.
Hey y'all, come and take a look at this. I told you guys this summer is going to be different. Cause look at what they just rolled out in Florida, bro. Look at this. The biggest EMS vehicle that has ever been created just for Florida, bro. And it looks like they got another one back there. But look at this, y'all. They're unveiling it right now, y'all. But this thing over here can take about 25 patients. 25 people laying down. And then it can get people sitting down as well, too.
Can you say that again? This is the first time anybody in the public has seen the inside of this truck.
That's
Just got
crazy.
it. This is used for mass casualty incidents, large-scale incidents where it would involve numerous patients being transported at one time. Okay. So this truck is actually designed to transport 21 patients at one time or 25 seated patients at one time. Wow. With the capabilities of having 2 stretchers in the back as well. And we can also have a bariatric stretcher installed. If God forbid there's someone
25 patients at one time. I ain't never seen nothing like this, y'all. Never in my life I seen something like this. Like, never. Have y'all ever seen like a big ass extended 18-wheeler ambulance for 25 patients at one time? They definitely getting ready for something, and they ain't telling us. Like, come on now. They pop up with something like this. Like, why would y'all even have this? Like, something finna go on.
body that's like over 400, 500 pounds that not really fit in one of these or on a normal stretcher. They can actually winch.
You
Have a
see?
winch unbelievable. Yes, it would winch right up that ramp. Wow. Dang. First time anybody has ever seen this in public, y'all. Man, say this is brand new. Look at this thing. Huge, y'all. This is insane.
Y'all, that thing is huge. And he's talking about mass casualty events. What's getting ready to happen? Okay, y'all, I don't know about y'all, but where I'm at in Florida, I've been hearing sirens going off like crazy. I made my people on YouTube aware of this a couple years ago. I said, man, I noticed these sirens have been going crazy. And as of late, it's been blaring a lot more. And this right here makes sense. Y'all already know that Florida is known as the Sunshine State, and it's not even summer yet, bro. It feels like it's fall right now. When that summer kick up, y'all, this is crazy. This right here is that global warming special, bro. The shift is here. We are in the midst of it. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace.
That's crazy work. I ain't never seen nothing like that. And salute the Conscious Juice, man. Seemed like he got his mic together on that one, man. He wasn't all into the mic going all crazy and nothing, so like he got his audio together, man. Salute to that man, man. Yeah, that's crazy work right there, y'all.
In the video, you'll see Jeffrey Epstein's teeth. They start having holes in it. If you show a video of me anytime in my last, I'm 54 years old, you won't see holes in my teeth. Jeffrey Epstein over there, and it's not even the real Donald Trump. Donald Trump is like eyebrows are like super like black and he's doing like weird faces. But Jeffrey Epstein, you'll see his teeth have changed. That's how you could tell also their teeth get jagged. Like Michelle Obama, I've shown.
That motherfucker look evil, especially with that teeth. He look evil.
I have videos on my page, Coincidence Yoey, where Michelle Obama is, she's talking and then her teeth get jagged. Tupac Shakur, same thing.
What does it mean? That they're not real, or
they're not human. They're not. Well, Epstein, I think, is complete. One day we're gonna have an AI president. It'll be somebody that maybe we even have it. That they say goes to rallies. Like,
look, I know that you know that Cinco de Mayo is not Mexican Independence Day, okay? But the thing that people don't know is why it's celebrated here in the U.S. So let's talk about that. Cinco de Mayo commemorates Mexico's surprise victory over the French in the Battle of Puebla in 1862. But the reason why it's celebrated in the U.S. more than in Mexico is because it has deep ties to the Civil War, to the U.S.-Mexico War, and to the patriotic assemblies that formed among Latinos of various national origins in mostly California, but throughout the West, and the decade and a half following the Mexican-American War. That's right, before the beer and tequila companies got involved, there was a deep connection to U.S. history. During the U.S. Civil War, the Confederacy was trying to preserve slavery and go against the Emancipation Proclamation of Lincoln. Now, you may recall that only 14 years prior, half of Mexico had been annexed into the U.S. as free states. So those Latino or Mexican origin landowners were concerned. If the Confederacy won, slavery might expand west. And if France conquered Mexico? And if France could conquer Mexico and throw its support to the Confederacy, who is to say that slavery wouldn't expand west? And that those landowners would face discrimination themselves? Now, Lincoln didn't publicly speak out against Napoleon's invasion of Mexico because he didn't want dude to destabilize and to throw his support to the Confederacy. So mutual aid societies, or mutualistas, formed militias and hosted fundraisers, all meant to commemorate that victory that the Mexicans had against the French every year for many years following that defeat in Puebla. And their fundraisers had themes: Defeat the French and Viva Lincoln. Cinco de Mayo was once anti-slavery, anti-imperialist, and pro-union. Now, over time, that origin faded. In the 1960s and 70s, Chicano activists and educators brought back the celebration to showcase Mexican cultural heritage and pride. But in the 90s and 2000s, alcohol companies saw dollar signs. Cue the sombreros, fake mustaches, dudes leaning on cactus, which, by the way, who the fuck does that? Nobody leans on cactus. That's dumb. And you can thank Hollywood for those stereotypes.
Right.
So anyway, Cinco de Mayo was not about discounted margaritas or getting drunk on your way out of work. It was about resistance. It was about solidarity and survival. If you want to dig deeper, check out El Cinco de Mayo, An American Tradition, a book by Professor David Hayes Bautista. He breaks it down in there. And if you want to raise a glass on Cinco de Mayo, that's fine, do you? Don't caricature, and just remember why we're toasting.
That sound about right. This what they do with all like holidays and celebrations for people from people and everything, these different cultures. They turn it into a big old money play. Cause they definitely turned Cinco de Mayo into a drinking holiday. Like you supposed that's the stereotype. You supposed to go have a drink, go have you some margaritas, go have you a Corona or something. Same thing with St. Patrick's Day and all these other places. Like they turn it into a whole money grab. Bad Bob, Robert Thorne was good, fam. I didn't know what Cinco de Mayo, like what was the whole celebration was about, but she just broke it down for me. So thank you, man. Let's keep it going. Hit that like button, y'all. Keep that algorithm jumping.
Shows the examples and samples of Iranian attacks against commercial vessels in the Strait, as well as the Gulf of Oman, and up in the Arabian Gulf. Since the ceasefire was announced, Iran has fired at commercial vessels 9 times and seized 2 container ships. And they've attacked U.S. forces more than 10 times, all below the threshold of restarting major combat operations at this point. Threshold of restarting is a political decision above my pay grade. What I'll say is it's low harassing fire right now.
No, the ceasefire is not over. Ultimately, this is a separate and distinct project. And we expected there would be some churn at the beginning, which happened. And we said we would defend aggressively, and we absolutely have. Iran knows that. And ultimately, the president's going to make a decision whether anything were to escalate into a violation of a ceasefire. But certainly we would urge Iran to be prudent in the actions that they take to keep that underneath this threshold.
Man, we don't know what's really going on. There's so many lies and so much gray area. Like they just not telling us everything. At first they said it was almost over. Oh yeah, it's almost over. The war is almost over. A few days, we should be coming to agreement. That shit fell through. Then they extended the ceasefire about 4-5 times. Trizzy talking about it's finna be over. The gas price is gonna go down. It should be over in a few days. This is still going on. And it sounds to me like Iran, shit, they like, fuck that. We still shooting. I don't know. I had somebody send a message comment on one of the videos yesterday, and they were saying like, we lost over here. We don't understand what's going on. They saying like what the war with Iran and everything got nothing to do with oil or none of that type of stuff and everything. It's all about Trizzy and his administration, like going at the deep state or exposing something. Like he said something, man. I was like, okay, whatever, man. You got it. You know what's going on. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I guess he's saying like Trizzy exposing all the bad people and everything. So I don't know. I hope that's what's going on. I don't know. But we gonna see, man. Let's keep it going. Bad Bob, Robert Thorne, appreciate that super sticker, fam.
Like y'all bullshitting, bro. Y'all bullshitting. And what I mean by that, my nigga, ain't nobody trying to do nothing. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing for what the fuck the government is doing to us, man. So we just gonna sit here and take this shit. So we just supposed to take everything they doing to us, man. Listen, let me tell y'all something, bro. They went over there and stole all this oil. They went to all this and stole all this oil. but got nerves, they want to sit here and want to raise the gas prices on us. Let me tell y'all something, bro, what they just did, bro. They went over there, stole some shit that wasn't theirs, brought it back over here, and now they trying to triple their money up off of us, man. And we just sitting around here taking this shit, bro. That's the shit that be pissing me off every motherfucking day I wake up, man. I wake up, I see everybody just going on by their life like none of this shit matters, bro. But
hey, my bad for stopping it, but Bad Bob, I think you might be on to something, because the dude I was talking about that was commenting yesterday, talking about we don't understand what Trizzy doing. He said that's why the king came over here the other day. Remember, the king came over here. Like, the king basically is over here because he kissing Trizzy ass or whatever, because Trizzy got all the resources. Like, everybody, I guess, got to tap in with us now, right now, or something. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, they need to figure it out. I know one thing: them damn gas prices is too high.
let me go do something. Y'all gonna lock me up right away, man. Nah, bro, no, man, it don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that, bro. You know how many motherfucking crimes I committed and went to prison for what I did, because I did what I did, and this motherfucker is running around with all these felonies. They doing all this shit to us, and we ain't doing nothing. But let me do something. Y'all motherfuckers gonna want me locked up right away, man. No, fuck that, man. Hey, I'm telling y'all right now, bro, we gotta do something, bro. We gotta do something. Ain't no way. We should fuck working. Stop working. Stop doing all that. Ain't no way we supposed to be going right down on Washington right now, bro. We supposed to be at they motherfucking door, nigga. But y'all too busy running around here worried about the Joneses, bro. Y'all ain't got no heart. Where's your courage, bro? To the man. To the man. Where's the man, bro?
Sound like he fed up. Sound like he done got to that point. He like, man, we gotta do something. Like, get some of this power back. Shit. We ain't doing nothing but sitting back watching, creating videos, talking about this shit, and ain't doing nothing. For real, Shoes was good.
Where's the man at? But y'all could sit around here all day. The police could go around killing innocent people. Civilians could go around killing innocent people. Y'all could do all this. But when we got the real threat in our face, motherfuckers ain't doing nothing, bro. Y'all ain't doing shit, bro. I'm ready to fight, nigga. I'm ready to fight. Now, I ain't talking about against no whites, against blacks, no Asians. I'm talking about all of us, nigga. All that fooky ass shit, all that punk shit, goofy shit out the window, nigga. Ain't no, we supposed to be like this right now, boy.
Right.
Blacks, Mexicans, goddammit, Asians, all of us supposed to be together. Even if now listen, bro. I'm gonna keep this hot, bro. And this is good as it's gonna get right here, man. If motherfuckers don't come together, G, it's over for us, bro.
Right.
Y'all think a motherfucker just sitting here crazy and shit, bro. It really is. Y'all need to think about that, bro.
Y'all, take a look at what's going on in Indonesia, bro. Something is literally trying to birth itself into our realm. Look at those dark clouds. Take a look at the silhouette.
That look crazy. I don't know if this is real or not, but that definitely look crazy. If it is real, that's amazing.
Right over here, y'all. Isn't that a giant being? A giant being? And then it looks like a literal... Look at this giant sphere. Look at this. Y'all see this junk? Look at that. Y'all can see the outline of it, bro. It's literally trying to come into our realm. Y'all see, look at the sphere. Whoa. Because y'all can clearly see an outline of something. Why does it look like that? Y'all know what I'm saying? And sometimes it be tucking in and tucking out. And both the Philippines and Indonesia have back-to-back earthquakes. So what if this is really Stranger Things and they made us think that Stranger Things was really bad, but it's actually really good? Because what person in their right mind would see this and perceive this as bad? Because God is associated with the colors of the rainbow. And there it is right there. So is this the second coming of Christ? this? Is this a second coming of Christ that they told us about? Because this looks like some type of new consciousness, right? Because this is what I think about in the Lucky Charms commercial when they say taste the rainbow, the real rainbow, the living rainbow. Y'all cannot look at this and tell me that this is not conscious and that this is not a lie, because sometimes I be seeing it playing peekaboo. Oh my God, bro. This is the new Christ consciousness energy, man. I can feel it. This is that plasma energy that's waiting to do its thing. Yeah, man. This is Lisa Frank. Great things are getting ready to happen. Let me know what you guys think about this video, man. The shift is here.
Yeah, that's a vivid rainbow though. Like it's very vivid.
We are in the midst of it. Let's continue to get it. Peace out.
I'm sorry. The CIA 50 years ago knew that there was evidence that taking an anti-parasitic like ivermectin could reduce tumors, and they classified it and hid it?
Correct. It was a Soviet study. These Soviet scientists found that both tumors and parasites and these antiparasitics exerted similar mechanisms, and they found that it exerted anti-cancer activity in animals. And that study was classified by the CIA in the 50s and not declassified until 2011. So, you know, that did significantly set back some of this vital cancer research.
And that's crazy because they said in the files, if you go look on the CIA site, whatever, and look at the files, whatever, they said that they cancer, well, most of them are parasites, and they said it was this, I forgot the name of it, but it's a dewormer. It was an animal dewormer. I forgot the name of it, but they said that it actually cured, you know what I'm saying, cancer and everything. And I don't, you know, my opinion, entertainment purposes only, allegedly, whatever. But it's in there. It's in the reports and everything. And they said they actually took that dewormer off the market, like from the public. Like the public couldn't even buy it and none of this type of stuff and everything. Like, so that's real crazy. And I believe it, you know what I'm saying? I believe they already got cures to all this stuff, but it's big business. It's all a big business. They need people to, you know, have these diseases and everything so they can keep the money flowing, keep the shit going, keep everything going, keep billing the insurance companies and everything. Like, big business, man. Y'all know how it is.
None of these books is there a quote from a woman. And that ain't suspicious to nobody. Muhammad.
Women weren't allowed to speak back then, were they?
Huh?
They weren't allowed to have no type of opinion like that, right?
Peep this. Muhammad was a warlord, slave trader, couldn't read or write. His wife Khadijah was the one who wrote the Quran for him to get read or write. And then he had a 6-year-old wife. They ignore this fact. I travel across the world. I go to Nigeria. You got 30-year-old men marrying 6-year-olds.
What?
Seen this. In Mauritania, there's a slave auction every Thursday. They didn't outlaw slavery in Mauritania until the 80s. So when I see a group of Muslims, to me, I see a bunch of niggas who are fucking 6-year-old.
Wow.
And that's what happened. Every time the Archangel Michael was listed in the Bible, he said, "Fear not, for I'm a servant of the Lord." Muhammad was in a cave, and he said the person he encountered almost killed him and gave him the Quran. Why would an all-seeing force give the religion to lead the world to an illiterate man? Do that make sense?
No.
So this is what I have to ask, because like I'll go down like a rabbit hole of religion and, you know.
Don't call it a rabbit hole, bro.
Okay.
Because a rabbit hole is just that. At the end of that hole, you're going to see a rabbit's den.
Right.
It's past rabbit holes now because everything they told us was a conspiracy turned out to be true.
Right. Yeah. So where does it land? Because where do you land?
Well, hold on. What was the question you was about to ask?
Because that was the question. It was like, where does this all land? Because, you know, we can...
It lands at this. 1561, Nuremberg, Germany. There was a UFO event, which is a war, a battle that took place. The wrong side won. Point blank period.
Damn.
And we lived in the aftermath of that.
I'm gonna have to look into that. We might have to do a stream on that one.
What they say? They see metallic spheres, cross-shaped objects battling each other.
So, and I forgot what the name of 607 Unk and what he practices is.
Gnosticism.
Gnosticism.
They speak about Sophia and Abraxas
Right.
and all of that. Well, this is Gnostic beliefs. Here's the problem with that, though. In Gnosticism, they speak about a god named Abraxas.
You guys also be getting some backlash from the E5 thing, man. Talk about this, bro. What's going on?
Man, it's all good, man, because it's crazy because, like, I'm going to break it down to you, right? This is the part of E5 they don't want you to know. I didn't want to say in the last interview, but I'm going to say in this interview. This is the part they don't want you to know. They literally go and sacrifice shit to these ancestors, bro. It's not like this is just like some shit like, it's like a lifestyle like they promote it. No, gang, they're literally getting chickens, goats, and things of that nature and going and, you know what I'm saying, doing what they have to do for these so-called ancestors, which is just demons, bro. They're just Nephilims, gang. They're fallen angels that was on earth in Africa at that time. That was just like fucking giants. Like if you seen a 30-foot man, you're gonna believe in him too if he told you he was a god. You know what I'm saying? Because he's unlike you, and he can, he can do whatever he wants to at that time. You see what I'm saying?
Well, that E5 crazy. They said that's Beyonce. Well, Beyonce be practicing too. It's a lot of artists, music artists, and entertainers that practice E5. It's crazy out here, man. It's a lot going on. For real, for real. Margaret, what's going on?
50,000 years, really. And so there was an influx in the 1950s and the 1970s of higher vibrational beings. The controlling consciousness that is in charge at this moment of this planet is what is and are aware of every incarnate being that comes into this planet. Through sexual union between a male and a female, energy is then sent up and vibrates up through frequencies. They have technology to be able to see where, and then a soul is then attracted to a lifetime. And then the soul will then, this is just one way, a soul will then come to the womb of the mother, and they can track this. They can track this from happening.
What?
Okay, so in the 1950s, there was something called Project Oak Tree. Project Oak Tree, this is the truth about Project Oak Tree. Project Oak Tree, the oak tree itself is symbolic of Lucifer. They use the term oak tree. Oak tree is synonymous with Lucifer. So in the the controlling power that has at this time power over this planet is aware that there are very, very, very powerful beings. I don't know what you would want to call them, demigods, gods, whatever you want to call them, that there was an influx of them coming. So they didn't know where and when they were going to be here, but they needed to find a way of tracking them.
The most powerful.
Man, that sounds crazy. Saint was good. Man.
Powerful skill you can develop is to learn how to control your mood. You cannot spend your day reacting to what other people are saying and doing. As a matter of fact, I want you to say this. I am the thermostat, not a thermometer. Thermometers go up and down depending on what's happening in the room. Thermostats set the tone. You are the thermostat for your life. You control your emotions. Stop letting other people control you. You have full control. It's your mindset that's causing you to react to what other people are saying and doing. Let's cut that out and take full control of our lives.
Right. You're right, grandmother. For real. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all keep that algorithm jumping. Let's keep it rolling.
Them take that kind of a rat and they released it into Europe. I saw them release it into Europe, a rat. And the Lord said the first round of COVID was with bats. Now they will use rats. They're more mobile. So I saw them go in, and all of a sudden, when I saw them being released into these cities, it spread.
Hantavirus.
Man, that's the dude that be predicting everything, talking about what he be seeing stuff in his dreams and everything. I don't know, man. I know one thing. This Hunter little thing right here, I never heard of this. Like they came out of nowhere with this name. Like I ain't never heard of this name before. Michael was good. Sean was good. Thermometer.
Is suspected of spreading aboard a luxury cruise ship, and I just want you to think about how many stops that this ship had. Just to catch you up a little bit, in addition to the 3 deaths, a 4th passenger was evacuated to a South African hospital and was in intensive care, and 2 crew members fell ill. This is what people aren't understanding though, right? Hantavirus is most commonly spread by inhaling particles contaminated with the virus, such as dried mouse, urine, saliva, or droppings, right? But there is one strain of hantavirus known as the Andes virus that can be transmitted from human to human and has been transmitted in Thailand and Argentina. Ship embarked on March 20th, people. It's fucking May. Now think about this. As of Monday, there were 148 people on board, including 17 U.S. passengers. 1 deceased passenger remained on board. Strains of hantavirus in the Americas are attracted to the small blood vessels of the lungs and make the blood vessels leaky, which is bad because the lungs need air, Chin Hong said. Chin Hong also said that there is no what or specific antiviral medicine for hantavirus. In Americas, doctors can help infected people by putting them on a life support machine known as ECMO for extracorporeal membrane oxygenation, which breathes for the patient by oxygenating the blood. Doesn't that sound like a fun time? But as you can see, the first death on the ship occurred April 11th somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean, and the man's cause of death couldn't be determined on board, the ship operator said. The body was transported off the ship April 24th as the vessel docked on St. Helena Island. Wife then became unwell on the trip home and later died. The cruise ship operator was notified of the woman's death April 27th, the same day. Another passenger, a British national, became seriously ill on the ship and was medically evacuated to South Africa. That patient was confirmed to have hantavirus. German passenger died aboard the ship Saturday, and on Monday, the ship operator said that 2 crew members, 1 British, 1 Dutch, had acute respiratory symptoms, 1 mild and 1 severe, but both requiring urgent medical care. At this point, people, I don't even fucking care what happens anymore. But just to give you a little rundown on how things are going, of course.
Fed.
Committed the offense of indecent exposure.
Accused of pulling a filthy criminal stunt.
Mr. Spillman?
United States Secret Service officer John Andrew Spillman busted for allegedly dropping his pants, pleasuring himself, and menacingly following hotel guests to the point they had to retreat to their room for safety.
Man, this shit crazy, bro. Man, my man was whacking off in front of people, man. And you a Secret Service employee? You was a Secret Service agent? Like, I thought they'd be doing like background checks, like intense background checks on people, and like they know everything about you. They know if you ever did some weird shit, everything. Like, how the fuck did you get past doing like you whacking off in front of guests at the DoubleTree? I don't understand this. Then again, let me open my, let me think a little bit more. He might have been under some ultra, you know what I'm saying? He might have been under some type of spell or mental spell or something, maybe. I don't know. Cause I just don't understand this. Like, what? This shit crazy. Or you just a weirdo, man. You just a weirdo.
According to cops, an arrest form obtained exclusively by 7 News, stating a woman told deputies she and others immediately entered their room because she was in fear for their lives.
711 Northwest 72nd Avenue, the DoubleTree Hotel.
This DoubleTree near Miami International Airport is where the 33-year-old federal law enforcement member was arrested just after midnight Monday, after victims told sheriff's deputies they were downstairs in the hotel lobby and the defendant followed them. Then they saw the defendant masturbating next to their hotel room. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office report explaining they called hotel security, who found the defendant with his pants lowered and masturbating on the 6th floor.
A federal agent, and they like, I don't know, man. This shit this shit just seemed, I don't know, man. Like, damn, what? Supreme was good.
7 News reached out to the Secret Service about their officer said to be caught with his pants down. They tell us Officer Spillman, who's from Marble Falls, Texas, is based in Washington, D.C., but was in South Florida working a security perimeter screening detail at Trump Doral for the president's visit as he attended the 2026 Cadillac Championship golf tournament. The chief of the Secret Service releasing a statement that reads in part, "The alleged conduct is unacceptable and stands in stark contrast to the professionalism and integrity that I demand of our personnel." Spillman's South Florida assignment concluded Sunday, and he was off duty when arrested.
I appointed the public defender's office to represent you.
He appeared in bond court Monday, with no mention of his role with the Secret Service.
Our bond is set at $1,000.
You whacking off in front of people at the DoubleTree, man. You was a federal Secret Service agent. Like, this shit just done. I don't know. Then they come and they catch you and you still whacking off like you ain't even trying to hide or nothing, or people seeing you and everything. Like, I don't know, man. Like, something might have happened to dog or something, man. Like, what? And I know some of these people be getting these jobs, these secret agent jobs, police jobs, and they got some weirdos that be getting some of these jobs that be doing some of the little freaky deaky shit behind closed doors, be PDF files and all that type of stuff. But this is crazy. Secret Service, you supposed to be down there watching Trizzy, and you down there whacking off in front of people at the DoubleTree. I don't know, man.
Spillman is on administrative leave pending the outcome of his criminal case and an internal review by the Secret Service. He's charged with indecent exposure and remains locked up tonight.
Shocked. I'm constantly shocked. I'll never stop being shocked at the people who got everything wrong during COVID. Not only did they get it wrong, but they embraced authoritarianism to shut other people up like me, who were just asking questions because I noticed something and I was asking relevant questions that they were afraid. So they're not afraid. They're afraid of the questions. And these people still today will call ivermectin horse paste, or they'll still swear by the vaccine. They'll still call people anti-vax, even though we know what a failure that COVID vaccine was. They still, like, as if it's 5 years ago. And these are, relatively intelligent people in every other way. And it's like they are going out of their way to stay ignorant. And have you noticed that? And what is,
yes.
Go.
Yes. I went to Yale, so I encounter this all the time. But in the 1950s, C. Wright Mills wrote a book called The Power Elite, and he describes the structure of power in America. And he makes a very interesting point in the book, which is like, it's not the elite, the power elite, that are most dedicated to the system. It's the intellectual class, the chattering class, the professors, the intellectuals, the journalists who are most dedicated to the system, because these are the parasites of the system. And they understand that their power comes from the proximity to the elite. And so they are the most vocal about protecting the legitimacy of the system as well as the elite. Okay. So these journalists, these intellectuals, these professors, these academics, they're most dedicated to maintaining COVID because they believe that by doing so, that's what allows them to maintain their power. Because think about what AI could do. With the coming of AI, the people, these white-collar people are most at risk, right? These lawyers, these accountants, these teachers, because AI can just do what they do at a cheaper price. So they need to be able to justify their existence, their high salaries, their very easy lifestyle. Where
he right. Basically, they still be speaking on, the shutdown and C-19, hot sauce 19, whatever. They still be speaking on that shit like it was a real deal thing, when, like, we all know, like, it was basically a fucking hoax and a whole big play on everybody. And now even with the jabs and everything, like, all that shit was just all a play, all bullshit. And now people still be speaking on it like it really was a thing. Like, and we know it really, like, we know it what it was.
Professor works like 6 months of the year. They do that by trying to impose authority on the common mass and saying, like, you see, we are useful because we can control the masses. But the reality is that with the rise of social media, with the rise of shows like yours, they can no longer do so. And that's why they're so desperate. That's why they're so anxious. And that's why they're so authoritarian today.
So it's, who was that stuff? Didn't we have, who was that female Chinese author who wrote that 40-page book? And she talked about this. I don't know if you're familiar with her.
Talked about the class, the
Yeah,
professional class.
she talked about the professional managerial class.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And that's what you're talking about right now. And she she noticed the exact same thing, right?
Exactly.
That they became and I like to call them, you know, they're supposed to be
Catherine Liu.
Catherine Liu, that's who it was. And
yes.
And so, you know, I call them illiberal. They talk about they're liberals, right? And they're supposed to be a liberal and conservative. There is no liberals anymore in the United States. They're all, the people who consider themselves liberals don't realize that they've become the most illiberal people in the world. And go ahead.
They're only interested in maintaining their privileges, right?
Yes.
Again, these are people who don't really work. They just spend all their time talking and like projecting authority. And they have like the easiest life. They're basically parasites. And so they need to maintain their existence. They need to like legitimize their lifestyle.
Well, I'll tell you, you know, speaking to this point, so, you know, I've gotten into Jungian psychology over the last 6 years, and, you know, it's completely changed my life and outlook on things completely. And I used to be an atheist, and now I understand that that was incorrect. And what I've done, so I once a week, I would talk to this Jungian psychiatrist or a psychologist, and he would help interpret my dreams. And because you need someone else to do that for you. And recently, and so I only would have an hour, and we'd only get through maybe 1 or 2 dreams. And I have lots of dreams. I have 3 or 4 dreams a night, right? And so it was, and I can't afford to do more than 1 session a week because they're expensive. They charge a lot of money. And so what I've started to do recently in the last few weeks is to use Grok, and I'll put in my dream. And as soon as I wake up, I put it in Grok, and I say, please use Jungian analysis and tell me what this means. And then See, there y'all go. That people like him going straight to AI, using AI to fucking measure what's going on with you and everything, and then to come up with conclusions and give you advice on what's going on with you using the AI. I don't even know, like, it's hard for me to remember dreams. Like, I remember bits and pieces of dreams, but it'd be hard for me to remember like a full dream and everything. I don't know if I got a problem or what, but it's so difficult for me to remember a whole dream. Like, I'll remember the first part of something, then I forget everything else. Like, damn, I forgot. I don't even remember what happened. Dion was good. Tomorrow was good. August was good. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable, and it's on point. And then I'll instead of starting a different thread, I keep it in the. I go to do these dreams go together, and Grok is showing me how a dream from 2 weeks ago connects with the dream I had last night, and how all the ones and they connect all of the, and that is so much more conclusive, or I don't know, or encompassing than I get from my. So I'm experiencing this in my real life. Like, I don't know if I need my Jungian psychologist anymore, because I'm getting this done in way better time. I get more time with it anyway, and it's much more encompassing. And so that's kind of what you're talking about and what Catherine was talking about, right?
Yes. I mean, like, we're seeing like the collapse of the elite intellectual class, right? So we look at the New York Times. Like, who reads New York Times nowadays, right? It's these boomers that read New York Times. Bill Maher reads it. So all they do is just appeal to the boomer class with these talking points of empire, and the rest of the population is turning off, right? So we're seeing a lot of desperation and anxiety among the intellectual elite.
Hey, come.
Yeah, that was crazy. Hey, the Boonshine Company. I heard that too. That's what it was. I said animal dewormer, but I think that's exactly what they said it was too. I'm not sure. Truth Lady, Godmother was good.
Another video that will make you question the reality of those who hold power. During an interview with Swiss radio and television, the former Chancellor of Germany, Angela Merkel, suddenly looked different. Her eyes got covered by what looked like a cloudy white membrane. It couldn't have been a camera glitch because the rest of her face looked perfectly normal. Only the eyes had changed. After watching this video, you'll start wondering if stars from the music industry are even human. During the Screen Actors Guild Awards in 2022, Selena Gomez tripped.
Man, look at how her ankle bent. I remember this. They've been showing this, like her ankle bent in a way that ain't no way. Like, how did your ankle bend like that? And you didn't even break it or nothing? Did nothing happen? You tear Achilles or something? Her shit bent in a way like it looked like so deformed.
But it wasn't an ordinary misstep. You'll notice that her leg bent at an odd angle. No human leg can bend that way. For a moment, it even appeared to have shapeshifted into something that looked like a tentacle. People also relate this to how she is acting now, especially how different she looks. This video of Dr. Monsef Slawi, a well-known vaccinologist, was giving an interview when his eyes shifted in a way that didn't seem human at all. It
That's crazy right there. Red Cap, what up?
looked like he had translucent third eyelids that reptiles have, which is also called a nictitating membrane. The moment was brief but impossible to ignore. It made viewers wonder if he was one of those reptilian figures said to take up powerful positions and was using vaccines as a clever way to influence and control humans.
Right here.
And then the Met Gala, I didn't even know the Met Gala was like, I thought usually the Met Gala be like towards the fall or almost the end of the year and everything. Like, it seemed like the Met Gala just passed just not too long ago. But I guess they back on it again. Everybody showed up with their weird outfits. This Bad Bunny right here. Bad Bunny came as an older man with a cane and shit. Like, they be doing the weirdest shit for the Met Gala, y'all.
Yes, and that smart looking right here. Buddy, what's up? Yeah.
Look at this. Look at Madonna. Look at her outfit. Man, this shit's so crazy.
Yes, Madonna. You see it. There you go. You look beautiful. Madonna, straight ahead. Don't lean back.
Udo is bending over.
The Met Gala 2026 is delightfully satanic, which would make sense when you have a group of billionaires come together. This is Jordan Roth, who looks like he's got a literal demon
Man,
coming out
what
of his
the
back.
fuck?
Now, apparently this was inspired by sculptures coming to life, but this just looks like a full-blown possession to me.
Man, got a whole body hanging off the back of you like a soul or another entity coming up out of you. Like, this shit's so weird, man.
And look when he turns around, it looks like there's a growth or something. What is this? And apparently he was inspired by this, which somehow looks even more satanic than the look that he's
The devil on your shoulder.
wearing. We got Sam Smith, who looks like Cruella de Vil and Maleficent had a baby with Satan, which is pretty on brand for him. And we got this one that looks like she's either covered by blood or she's being stabbed and have blood coming out of her. Allegedly, these are feathers, but I'm not buying that. And we've got this one that took off her face to put back on her face so she can have a mask of her face, which to billionaires makes perfect sense. And these are the people that run the world and tell us that they are better than us. This reminds me, billionaires are creepy. What do you guys think?
That shit crazy, man. Salute to Jacqueline. I just got that cash app. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Much love to you, man. There's more videos, but I ain't even finna be showing all them Met Gala videos, man. Everybody showed up weird. That's part of the whole play. Show up weird at the Met Gala. Like, what is Met Gala? Is it like I don't even know what Met Gala is. Like, is that like the biggest? Is that like a fashion ceremony or a rich? Is it a ritual? Is it some eat? Like, what the fuck is the Met Gala, y'all? Like, I don't even know for real. But salute to everybody in the chat, y'all. Take it day by day. Protect your peace watching these videos, man. Stay on wave. Stay positive. Keep that good energy around. Keep that love around. Keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, somehow, some way, we will win with all this crazy stuff going on. You feel me? Salute to my content management, moderators, everybody, man. I appreciate all y'all. Thank y'all in the chat. Thank you for the super chats, the cash apps, donations, support. Appreciate all y'all, man. Much love to everybody. I'll see y'all soon. It's your boy Thao, FamOverTV. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody. Peace.
FamOver.